Morgan Cheli committed to UConn as part of the 2024 class in April of 2023. I want to take a deep dive on this signing as it looks like a home run for UConn, and here's why. Now more than ever with the transfer portal, it's more important to ensure that a recruit is a fit for your program, or they're here one day, gone the next, like Betts. And Morgan appears to be a really good fit for UConn as she's a big guard who has played in programs in high school that have high expectations, and she has excelled. In addition, she's shown a remarkable ability to fit into a variety of roles in her high school club team and on the under-17 Team USA World Cup team. This is a skill that's often required at UConn as they are often loaded with stars, and it's valuable being able to slot your game into what position they require. That's the way you're able to get minutes at this school. Morgan is currently the number 17 rated prospect in ESPN's prospect rankings for 2024. She is 6'2" and is in the mold of like a Katie Lou Samuelson or a Caroline Deschamps. Looking at her high school and club highlights, she has a good handle taking players off the dribble, but as well, it's clear that she's also a facilitator and she is happy to give a pass or dish. She also likes to shoot. She has really good shot mechanics, which makes her a threat on 3 different levels, essentially. And that's what she sort of prides herself on. Her backstory is pretty straightforward. Like all young athletes, she played multiple sports, but in the 5th grade, she zeroed in on basketball, saying, I need to make a choice, and I loved basketball. She dominated juniors with her size and skills, which allowed her to play up as she began playing with 8th graders as a 6th grader. She decided to go to the Archbishop Mitty High School. I'll just call it Mitty High School from now on, which was a bit of an upset as her older sister Emma played at a rival school, St. Francis, but she developed a liking for Mitty while cheering for her sister who was playing against Mitty. Mitty has a strong program run by Coach Sue Phillips, who's been there for a while, I think for around 30 years, and she has a pretty good record, 789 wins and 128 losses. I believe that's the current record. And she's also won 6 California state titles. Mitty has developed other stars as well, not surprisingly, including Danielle Robinson and Haley Jones, who, as you know, are in the WNBA. At the time that Morgan was cheering for her sister, Haley Jones was actually playing for them and was the number 1 recruit in the nation at the time. Morgan actually loved Jones's game and how she was able to contribute to her team in a variety of ways. And this probably ultimately led, she basically said she wanted to be challenged and liked the program and felt just it was pretty much a class program. So ultimately she chose Mitty and was happy with this choice, saying Mitty was perfect fit for me. But she did not come into the program as a star freshman running the show. She had to work her way up as the Mitty Monarchs had a veteran roster. Freshman year, she says, freshman year, I was playing with 6 seniors. I felt I could do other things than I did, but I wasn't needed to do them. And really, that's a bit of a theme with her. She sort of fits in where she needs to fit in and do what she needs to do. Her next year, her sophomore year, as she says, I was doing everything. I felt I could be me, and she did basically. Her sophomore numbers were damn impressive as she led the Monarchs to a 30-2 record, scoring 14 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and also shooting a not bad 38% from three-point range. After her sophomore season, high school season, she felt she was ready for AAU, so she joined a strong club team, the Cal Stars. They have a pretty strong history as Sabrina Ionescu, Chelsea Gray, and former Husky Avina Westbrook. They all played for the Cal Stars. Their coach, Kelly Sopak, has coached them all, and he's impressed with Cheli, saying what separates her, he says, is her work ethic. Not many players with that size and skill set will do what she does. She does things that 5'7" girls who can't shoot or dribble do. All the little things without the ball. Now that's just going to fit in great with UConn. He continues with the praise, saying, one of her biggest problems is she doesn't know what part of the game she needs to flex, saying Her best asset is rebounding. She has a knack for getting the basketball. He also goes on to say, but she also really, really good shooter. She needs just to shoot more. 85% of the time she makes good decisions. The other 15% of the time she should shoot. Cheli enjoyed club basketball as well, saying playing for the Cal Stars was a great experience. She went on to say it was very different. There was a different flow to the game, the athleticism, the physicality. I had to learn a few things. After this, Cheli went on to make the 2022 Under-17 USA team that won the gold medal in Hungary. She played well on that team as well, averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists during the tournament. Even more impressive was that she was almost the youngest player on the team, but she was third in minutes played, and the American team was quite dominant during the tournament. Her high school coach, Sue Phillips, actually coached the Under-17 team, and she described her saying that she fit in well to the team basketball team because she was really unselfish, saying USA basketball requires a unique blend of talent, basketball IQ, and team-first mentality that Morgan brought into it, going on to explain, players have to do what's needed, not what's wanted. Morgan sells out on both sides of the ball. So she seems like a perfect UConn player, and funny enough, she grew up liking UConn as she was a big fan. Her favorite players were Diana Taurasi and Katie Lou Samuelson, who are both California players as well. UConn offered her a scholarship in the summer of 2022 as the interest was confirmed when Geno Auriemma flew out to California for one day over the summer to see Cheli play for the Cal Stars, and then he flew straight back. She took an unofficial visit to UConn in September of 22 and liked the facility, the coaching, and felt comfortable at the school. South Carolina was another school she was interested in as well. She returned for her junior year, and then after 6 games, she actually sprained her foot. And then she was in. Yeah, don't worry, UConn. She got over this injury, but it did take about 8 weeks. And when she came back, she really hammered her rehab, getting stronger in the upper body. And when she came back, she hit the ground running in February and led the Midi to the Open Division State title game, where they ultimately lost in the buzzer. Wasn't Morgan's fault, though. She scored 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals in the finals. She actually verbally committed to UConn in February. She went on another visit with her family, and UConn was actually playing South Carolina at the time. She loved the vibe of the stadium, and she was like, yeah, this is for me. I want to be a Husky, and she verbally committed. But they agreed to keep it a secret until the end of the college and high school seasons, as she didn't want to be a distraction. She announced on the 6th of April that she was going to UConn, saying, UConn stands for excellence, and I know that I'm going to be in a program where I'm going to be pushed every day and challenged. So again, on paper and just everything there, this looks like a great fit. I don't know how big of a star she'll be, but either way, she's going to be a solid player for UConn, and that's what you need. You need to get good, solid players because not everybody's going to be a superstar, and she seems like the type of player that'll do the little things even if she's not the star just to help to contribute and make the team win. So that's why I think she will go really, really well at UConn in the 24-25 season. If you've enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Good night.